Hi, I'm Tiana Sirmans. Today I'm here with the first two-term president of NABJ history, Sarah Glover. Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing terrific. Thank you for welcoming me to your show.
You're welcome. Tonight we were here for you to be honored. How do you feel to be honored tonight for all of your achievements?
Well, I really do appreciate everyone who came out to show their appreciation, because when you are a leader of an organization like the National Association of Black Journalists, you're constantly busy. You're working, you're serving the members and serving the journalism community, that you don't take this chance just to stop and pause and think about all of the progress that's been made. So I'm extraordinarily grateful for the opportunity. I'm very humbled and very appreciative to be able to serve the NABJ.
And can you describe your experience as being president?
Well, I'm actually what you call an NABJ baby, and that means that I'm a student member of NABJ that has grown up in the organization, and now I'm a professional member. And guess what? I'm the very first NABJ baby to serve as president of the national organization. So I've been a member for over 25 years, and quite frankly, it's an awesome honor to represent the city of Philadelphia and the region, the Metro Philadelphia area, as NABJ's 21st president. And my job really is to continue to elevate the issues around diversity and fight for fair coverage of the Black community and for Black people. And by doing that, you're helping to improve coverage of all communities of color and diverse communities. And so we're constantly holding the media accountable, not only public servants and people that we cover, but we also have to hold the media themselves accountable to make sure that they are representative of the communities they cover in their coverage, but then also people who work behind the scenes. So it's a lot of work, but I got to tell you, it's rewarding work, and I'm really excited to be able to talk to you about it.
Yes, me too. So what has been the biggest achievement during your two terms?
Wow, that's a great question. You know, most recently in the past year, I've done two things that I'm really proud about. The first of which was just earlier this month, where NABJ took a tech trek to the Silicon Valley. That was the first time NABJ took a program, a part of our Media Institute, to the Silicon Valley. We focused on technology, and this was really important. And you know why it was important? Because not enough Black journalists are covering technology, and there's an access gap. And we want to actually reduce that gap of access and provide more opportunities for Black journalists and journalists of color to not only cover the industry, but be able to get jobs. You know, journalists are oftentimes working for mainstream news organizations or the Black press, but there are so many other communications and journalism opportunities, and quite frankly, there's a lot of need in the Silicon Valley for diversity. And so NABJ wants to position itself so that we can help serve the purpose of traditional journalism and mainstream journalism, but also look for new opportunities for our members. And so that was really what that whole tech trek was all about. So it was going into the headquarters of Apple and Facebook and NerdWallet and many other places, and talking to the founders of those startups, talking to the people running those major mega technology companies, and we had great conversation around diversity. And then we were also able to help our members who don't normally get access to those types of companies. So it really served a phenomenal purpose, and hopefully there'll be another tech trek next year, even though I won't be president. We want these things to continue.
Okay. And so if your life was a book, what would be the name of the chapter of your life as president?
She came, she saw, she did the damn thing. You know, we got the job done. When I started as president in 2015, the organization was faced with a very challenging time. We had some fiscal challenges. We were just coming off of a major deficit year. And now, 4 years later, I'm excited to share that we've had 4 years of success fiscally. So 4 years of surplus for the organization. And that's paramount to the success of an organization like NABJ, because if you can't manage the operations of the organization, you can't go out and do the good work and expand on the mission of the organization. And so now we're in a position where we have stabilized the organization and we can expound the mission in a big and even bigger way. So I'm very excited to be able to turn over the reins as president to the next president, and this organization is in very good position and shape.
What are some qualities that helped make you a successful president?
You know what? I am a person that cares about people. I care about how people feel. I care about how people are and how they're doing. And I think caring is an important attribute, in that it's very important, and that we all need to care about each other a little bit more. And if you care about your neighbor, and if you really truly care about their well-being, then you're going to help that person when they need help. And I think that's the core of what NABJ is all about, and the mission of our organization is helping people. So we want to help future journalists become cemented, strong truth tellers and truth seekers and great journalists. And then we want to help mid-career journalists and veteran journalists expound their careers and continue to be the great, sharp journalists that they are. And maybe sometimes journalists want to dovetail into another profession and become, PR or media-related professionals, and we're there to serve them. We also have a significant number of members that work in public relations and media-related fields. So we're there to build bridges with people in other sectors, and they help us do that. And lastly, journalism education and academics are an important segment of our membership, because they are helping to teach the next generation of journalists. So quite frankly, we need to build those bridges with them as well.
And what's next for you?
Well, I'm going to be serving all the way through August 11th. That's when my term ends and the new president will take office. So I'm going to work right up until noon on August 11th. I'm going to finish strong, so we have more work to do. As I shared tonight, we're going to announce that the NABJ Ethel Payne Fellowship is going to reemerge. We're going to open that up. We have another pretty phenomenal program that is going to be announced in the next coming weeks, and it's going to be a grants program for mid-career journalists. So I'm excited about that. So my next step, I believe, is to support the next president. So whoever's elected, I'm going to be there to support them, and I believe strongly that members of the NABJ, that we should serve at the pleasure of the president. So however they would like for me to continue to support them, I'm more than happy to do that. And as you may know, I'm a social media strategist. Yes, so I'm going to give myself some homework and explore and do some more fun and interesting things in social media. At some point, I think I'll take a vacation. I don't know yet where. But I'm going to also develop some new hobbies. I think I want to learn to play the saxophone. I don't know. Do you know how to play the sax?
No, but I would like to start playing the drums.
Oh, well, maybe we can start a band. How about that? Okay. So I want to pick up some hobbies. I like to garden. I don't have a lot of time to do that, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get more involved in my church. And I'm going to come up with another short list of things that I always wanted to do that I haven't done yet, and I'm going to start checking off that list, because nothing is like living in the present, and the future is now. So I'm going to just live my life and live my best life and try to continue to help people where I can.
Yeah, and you were saying almost like a bucket list.
Yeah, that's it.
What has been the biggest lesson you've learned while being president?
I think the biggest lesson that I've learned is to be clear and sure of who you are, and be yourself, and not to be afraid, to have fortitude, and whenever you feel that you're not sure what is next to do, to go ask for advice. Because there are always people that have come before you. There's always people that have experienced challenges just like the organization might face, and they can help guide you. So it's okay to ask for help if you need help. It's okay to seek advice if you need advice. But at the same time, as a leader, when you know the right decisions that you should be making to steer the organization, you should move in that direction, and you should lead. It's important that you step up and you step out, and quite frankly, you speak truth to power. And I hope that that's what we've done when I've served as president of NABJ. I hope we've been a strong and forceful organization in standing up for the rights of our members, and helping to expand the field of journalism to be more representative of the diverse communities across the U.S. And, quite frankly, I'm very, very excited about the next generation of journalists like you. I'm very, very excited because 75% of the members of NABJ are millennials and Generation X. So that means that we are a young organization. We are going to continue to grow and thrive. We're celebrating 44 years in 2019. And that tells me that with 75% of our members being millennial and Gen X, that we're going to last another 44 years. So we're going to need you to be a future leader and president of NABJ one day.
One day, yes. And what advice would you have for the next president?
My advice would be not to be afraid, not to be concerned what people think about you. Sometimes leaders are tentative because they don't want to ruffle feathers, or they don't want people to think something bad is or misguided is your approach or your decisions or your actions. So I think it's really important that you just be yourself and not to be concerned what people, quite frankly, think about your leadership, that you just want to push the organization forward and to have fortitude and be strong in your positions.
Yes, and that's actually some great advice. I could even use it. For my last question, is there any special words you would like to say to the current NABJ family?
Yes. I just would love to say that I greatly appreciate the opportunity to serve the National Association of Black Journalists members. I'm very honored. It has been a phenomenal opportunity, and quite frankly, I'm a lifetime member, and I've been a member of NABJ since I was a student, and my sole and personal goal is to make sure that more students of color can grow up and can continue to expand their skills and become the best journalists, because we need more journalists of color and black journalists in the trenches, and we need more journalists of color and black journalists in executive roles. So if we can inspire a young person like you to not only get out on the street and be a truth teller, but one day to lead an organization, then this organization is serving its membership well, because, you know, quite frankly, the decision makers are the ones that are going to help inform our public and change the way that the newsrooms look today. And it's very pivotal and it's very important. And so our members need to know that not just me, but all of our board members and our past board members and our future board members, they rise to the occasion and they're here to serve. And so while, yes, we need your support to serve and we want more people to volunteer and get involved in the organization, just know that the leadership is very appreciative of the opportunity. And whatever you need, reach out and let us know.
Okay. Well, those were all my questions. Thank you for letting me interview. Is there anything else you would like to share?
I just wanted to say that I'm very impressed with your questions. I'm very impressed with your ability to be a young journalist. I look forward to hearing more about your success and all that you do. I'm very impressed with you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your thoughtful questions. And if there's anything I can do to help continue to support you and encourage you, I'm here to do so. So stay encouraged and stay inspired.
Thank you. Well, again, those were all my questions. Thank you for letting me interview. Good luck on your future goals. And this is Tiana Sirmans. Today I was here with the first two-term president, Sarah Glover. Until next time, bye.